We have become a very demanding species. We expect things in an instant, and every business that wants to stay relevant and succeed in this new world is adapting as quickly as possible to meet these rising consumer expectations. The consumerization of IT has led to the on-demand age, the digital age. Every business today wants the traits of a startup, a great brand, operational agility, and transactional scale. As competition grows more fierce and customer expectations become more demanding every day, executives are pushing their business to go faster and with less cost. As they stretch their existing infrastructures, applications, and processes to compete on this new digital battlefield, they tell us they're accountable for making sure IT services and processes meet four fundamental objectives. Is your product or services being delivered to customers? Are you getting paid for your products or services? Are you innovating fast enough to stay ahead of your competition? Are you compliant? And you need to report on all of this in one place. These numbers highlight challenges that are putting these objectives at risk in enterprises like yours. In a recent survey of enterprise CEOs, Gartner revealed that 57% of investments in IT do not deliver value to the business. So, the business expects you to create value, to provide services that enable strategic business initiatives. And yet most of your resources are consumed with low-value maintenance tasks. In fact, a recent Forbes article noted that 80% of enterprise IT budgets are consumed with just keeping the lights on. And the third number highlights a primary cause of these resource constraints. According to Forrester, 48% of organizations say their number one business process, whether order to cash, financial settlements, or billing, relies on over 11 different tools end to end. Let's take a look at how these dynamics are impacting organizations like yours. Your business and your systems environment is growing increasingly complex over time due to legacy systems and your evolution into a heterogeneous environment. As-a-service technologies, private clouds, public clouds, mobility, and the numerous integration points in between that keep it all working. To make matters worse, line of business stakeholders are becoming more demanding. Their expectations are shaped by today's consumer expectations. Give me exactly what I want now. The business expects you to fulfill their requirements for new services faster while driving costs lower. So as complexity continues to increase and the business pushes you to move faster and faster, your risks of missing SLAs and/or experiencing a damaging event are getting higher and higher. And you're trying to manage these risks with budgets that are flat or declining. As you heard earlier, 80% of your resources are consumed with maintaining systems. Highly paid skill sets are overloaded with keeping things running. This creates bottlenecks and obstructs your ability to deliver innovation to the business fast enough to stay ahead of your competition. This is the reality most executives like you are experiencing. As one CIO recently said to me, "I'm in charge, but I'm not in control." This gap represents your exposure to a catastrophic event. And at the core of what's expanding your risk exposure are disconnected business-critical processes. When processes are automated with different tools across multiple departments and layers, infrastructure, applications, and business processes, there are thousands of potential breakage points that can devastate the business. And because there are multiple siloed tools automating parts of the processes, you don't have end-to-end visibility. And these numbers tell a story about the devastation that one disconnected dot can cause. Due to a process error, Knight Capital experienced a failed software release that resulted in a $440 million loss and ultimately a rescue bid for 8 times lower than their market valuation before the event. But what if you could change this and gain control? What if you could reduce your risk of a failure that damages your organization while, at the same time, freeing your expensive skill sets to focus on activities that deliver value to the business? And what if you could do all of this without a rip-and-replace overhaul of your business? That's why companies are turning to Automic. Automic is the only company with a single automation engine across all business processes, applications, and infrastructure. When you're able to automate all aspects of your business in a consistent, repeatable, auditable way, you can ensure that each of your business-critical processes work every time. You have the visibility necessary to mitigate your risk of issues that cause downtime, missing SLAs, or an event that can damage your company's health. And with Automic's reusable automation components, you're able to package expensive expertise in order to focus your best and brightest staff on what matters most. You're finally in a position to dedicate resources to building the business, even as you run the business more safely and efficiently. With Automic, you're able to move faster while driving down costs and staying in control.